What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. Have we bottomed or do we have lower to go? We're going to look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum and check it out. Also, stick around. I want to show you something that we called here on the channel back in January that's been playing out. So, also, I want to remind you there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out. It's totally free. Awesome community, guys, and let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, investing advice, and all that stuff. There is a disclaimer scrolling at the bottom. Make sure you read it. And always remember, this is my opinion, not yours. All right, so let's take a look at the headlines just to get a feel for the sentiment. That is what we like to do. Bitcoin falls to 1 month low below 8K amid global market crash. Despite market carnage, this metric shows Bitcoin to trend higher and higher. Bitcoin suddenly goes into meltdown, sending Ethereum into meltdown. Bitcoin and coronavirus. People Google Bitcoin price more. Bitcoin on-chain data suggests current price range is a buy. Blow to Bitcoin as Coinbase CEO makes serious warning. So it's kind of mixed. Let's look at the fear and greed index. We're at 17. We have dropped big time. We were at 33 yesterday, so we're in extreme fear zone, which usually means we could expect a bounce, but we will talk about that. The Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance longs versus shorts are 51.50% longs and 48.50% shorts. That is the closest they have been to each other in quite some time. Bitfinex is still quite high on the longs at 73%, but I don't really pay attention to the Bitfinex as much as the BitMEX and Binance. And as of right now, there are more shorts on both. So we could end up getting a short squeeze here. Let's see what's going on. All right, looking at the monthly. And like I said, I want to show you something that we've been watching for a while. First, we're going to take a look at that real quick first. And if you guys have been watching the channel, you know we have been watching this inverse head and shoulders. And on January 8th, which was way back here, I had made a video on that, and let's take a look at it real quick, guys, so you can check it out. Looking at these targets, like I showed you in the thumbnail, and I'll take a look at that real quick, which is a good possibility that we could be looking at it, and it's way too early to tell. Not calling, just saying look for it, watch for it. We had this peak over here at 10.5, right? We drew a line all the way across there. We have a 10.5 target. That's that line again. And we come back down, retest this line, this top of this trend line that we broke out of. Round come back. That is the question. But this is just something to watch here, guys. Good form. And we'll take a look at Litecoin. It's kind of looking like the same thing. But anyway, I'm going to go back over to the daily. Look at our measure. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that, as in, I've seen a lot of people say they've called it last week, whatever, whatnot. But anyways, we just been watching that for a long time. That's kind of stuff you get on this channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. We try to keep a daily update on the market and keep intact. Yes, some days it doesn't seem like it moves much. It seems like the same video. But if you're serious about paying attention to the market, that's how you do it. You can't just look when there's a big move. By then it's too late. So anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, and leave your comments down below. That'll get you entered to win a free t-shirt. That didn't work yesterday, so I am going to do it today. Give the free t-shirt away. We'll do the random comment pick. But make sure you give it a thumbs up, guys. That helps the channel tremendously. Let's get back into the video. All right, so 9,200. We'd been watching this for a couple months. In January, I said if we closed above it, it'd be bullish, which it was. Now we are below it. We did get rejected at it again. We are getting rejection here. As you can see, this red line here, I have as a major support and resistance. We did get a bounce off of that. Could we go lower? Yes. We are going to take a look at the possibilities. So this is what we've been watching for, it seems like, forever on this channel. Looking at it as a B, C, D, and E. We had a possibility coming all the way up to 11.1, 11.2, which did not happen. So most likely we're going to come down and test this trend line. If we break this trend line, it's going to get seriously bearish, but don't get too scared unless we break this. And that's going to be around the $7,200 to $7,300 range. As you can see in the RSI, we are coming back down for another touch here. So I do expect another touch here at least on the RSI, which price action too. So looking at the daily, as you can see on the daily, we'll look at the RSI first. We are looking to come back down and test this rising white channel again down here. We could come up, retest this, the top of this channel one more time before coming down. We'll take a look at that also. But that does line up right around the 73.14 range, which is the 0.786 of this whole move here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at as of right now. But keep in mind, guys, we could fall all the way down as far as the 53.74, and I'll show you the measured move on that. We've been talking about it for quite some time on this channel. I caught a lot of crap from it, from people getting mad, acting like I'm a bear and want it to go down. I'm just showing you what I see in the charts. It's not that I can't make Bitcoin do anything, so I don't know why people get mad when I show them what I see. But anyway, the measured move of that, guys, is the measured move of the break of this rising broadening wedge is 53.74. Like I said, we could definitely get our bounce here, which would be the bottom of this left shoulder on the inverse head and shoulders. So I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, guys. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing. So anyways, we did get our nice bounce here. And if you look at this red trend line, where we got the bounce, and look here, this was the neckline of this down here, where this was, you know, a reversal, which is a good sign, guys. We could come all the way back down to the 7,700 or the 73 even, which would line up with the left shoulder over here. So keep that in mind. I do have a measured move too, also looking at this as a flagpole here, this being a bear flag, and we put it to where we broke down, and that also gets us right around that $7,300 range, guys. So keep that in mind. And that's not to say that we don't bounce first. We're obviously getting a decent bounce right now, and we'll take a look at that here in the shorter time frames. But I want to point out on a daily too, that would also line up with this. So if we use this trend line to measure where it may hit, that may be a couple days yet. Today is the 9th, so I would say Tuesday we come down to test the 7,300, if that is what's going to happen. And let's take a look at the 4 hour. As you guys know, this bottom trend line we have here, off of these 3 wicks, I cloned it, put one up here, one up here, and one up here, and these have been significant support and resistance the whole time. Also want to point out in the 4 hour here, let's kind of get it where you guys can see it. Do look like in the white we're having a falling broadening wedge, so we could have one more touch down here. That's going to be pretty low on the RSI, but as you can see, Bitcoin can do that. So I'm looking for another touchdown here. That would probably line up with that 7,300 range, and then we'll have to see from there. But again, we could have a nice bounce up before seeing that. We are getting a decent bounce now. We are in the golden pocket zone, which is in the 0.618, 0.65 range of the Fibonacci retracement of the swing low to the swing high here, which is also, like I said, I do believe this is possibly that left or right shoulder and the inverse head and shoulders. But as you can see on these trend lines that I just pointed out, they were support and resistance all the way up and support and resistance all the way down. We are below the final one, so if we do get a bounce up, chances are we could get up to, well, the 79.94, which we already have, came up and tested, but we could go as high as the 81.50 range before coming down. If that holds, or if it breaks through, we could be going up to the 84.83. The highest I see us going is 8,800 before retracing back down. And reason being, guys, we had been talking about this bigger rising broadening wedge. we wicked through it over here. So I said I had concern on it that we were going to break, which we have. And once we broke that, it was definitely looking down towards the 72 to 7300 area. As you can see, the 0.786 retracement is 7281 here. And let's zoom in. So, yeah, we could come up as high as the 8801 before getting rejected and coming down. I don't think we're going to go that high, but it is possible. But we will keep an eye on that. We could come up and test this trend line if we break this one, but we're definitely got to break this trend line first before, you know, calling any of these. So as of right now, guys, I'm still pretty damn bearish, even though in the short term we may be getting a bounce here. Let's take a look at this inverse head and shoulders that we talked about. I just showed you the video about. I have the same 3 trend lines in there, and you can see what's happening. We are getting a nice bounce here. We did make it all the way down to the 76, 76. Still looking for the 73, somewhere in this range. But yeah, we could get a bounce, like I said, all the way up here. If we break this 8150 range, then we're most likely headed up to the around 8454. And if we break that, we could go as high as all the way up, depending on where we test this trend line. But if we do break this top trend line and get support on it, then we're in pretty good shape, guys. This could have been the bottom of this right shoulder, but I do not think so. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Same thing with Litecoin, guys. If we look at the RSI, we do have more room to come down to retest this trend line right here, or the bottom of this falling broadening wedge, which is down here. Let's see how our target's been doing. We talked about it yesterday. We had a target up at the 6607 that if we could hit the other day, which we didn't, then we would have obviously went up much higher to around the 72. But I had said we'd come back down and test 60. If that doesn't hold, 54. If that doesn't hold, 46.36. And as you can see, we've broken a major trend line in Litecoin also, which is off of these bottom wicks, just like Bitcoin, and we have fallen through it. It does look bearish, guys. I am looking for, we could get a bounce back up to the 54 to the $60 range before continuing down, but I think we may be stuck here, guys, around 51, 52 to retest this, and possibly coming down towards the 46.36 if that does not hold. I have the 42.20 range marked here, and that is the 0.786 Fibonacci that we off of this move back here. So that is what I'm looking at right as of right now, guys. Yeah, it's still looking pretty damn bearish. Let's look at Ethereum. So looking at Ethereum, and this is on the daily, I have the same thing drawn here for Ethereum, possible bear flag, and then measurement of the flagpole, put it down to where it broke out. It actually would have broke out up here. I like looking at this one better this way, so let me redo that real quick, and like so, and we had this here and we broke there. So if we put that to where we broke, gets us around the 175 range. So I am going to move this down here. Around 174, 175, somewhere in that area is my next target for there. Although our 0.618, we can't forget, is right there at the 182. Let me put that in orange. We did bounce beyond our 203, and I said if we did, then we were looking back towards the 182. We have come back and came back above it. We could come all the way back up here to the, as high as 240. I don't see us going any higher really than 223 before continuing down, but I still see us going down. If we look at the RSI, yeah, the RSI is still bearish. Looks like we're at least going to come down and retest this channel here, which would get us down to that 175 to 182 range. Remember, the 0.786 on this swing low to swing high here is 153, which also matches up with this trend line here. That is one of my targets. That is my worst case scenario target. So keep that in mind, guys. And the free t-shirt giveaway. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave your comment down below. That'll get you entered to win next week's free t-shirt. And this is my wife's webpage. She has lots of cool crypto stuff on there. She can put any crypto thing you want or any coin or whatnot, as long as it's not copyrighted. And if it's a truly decentralized coin, then it's not copyrighted. So anyways, she can also put pictures on there, family pictures, anything you want, anything on this stuff at all you want. There's also hoodies and long sleeve t-shirts and keychains, some other stuff. You can hit her up in the contact if you're interested, but that's a good way to help support the channel if you guys are interested. And let's pick a random number. We'll pick the last 7 videos. We won't count yesterday's video since that was supposed to be the giveaway. So 1. All right, so we will go to, we won't count yesterday's, so this would be 1. We'll copy the link address, bring it over, and it worked earlier. I hope it works now. And if not, we're going to have to figure it out. So loading comments. It's actually trying to work. There we go. Randomly pick a winner. And it'll probably be me because it usually is because I answer to everybody. And Lars Buff, CryptoSavy, that explains why you didn't mention it further. I remember him asking me about the crypto mining, or not crypto mining, but the bots. And I don't like bots at all. I think they're horrible. So anyways, Lars Buff, thanks for thanks for commenting, and get a hold of me in my email and we will get it over to you. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to click CryptoSavy logo above my head to get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes and leave those comments down below. Let me know what you think of what's going on with Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Have a great day.